This singles action scheduled for one fall, and it is a semifinal match in the X16 tournament.
Yeah, as Feltner said, this is the semifinals, and right now, this man is my pick to win this whole thing. The freshest man of the night, the top prospect, John Skyler.
John Skyler, of course, getting a second round bye due to the time limit draw between Saeed Al-Sabah and Lucky Ali. John Skyler beat Carl Fredericks in his first round and has not wrestled since. John Skyler is fresh, and he's looking extra mean tonight.
I was looking at the numbers. Last night, John Skyler wrestled just under 9 minutes. 8 minutes and 38 seconds in his match.
From Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the Southern Savior, John Skyler.
His opponent in the semifinal match, Harlem Bravado, wrestled 12 minutes last night, almost 9 minutes today, a total of 20 minutes, 56 seconds. That's almost basically one additional match. That full match yesterday was more than what Skyler wrestled.
Absolutely, and it's John Skyler, the freshest competitor in this tournament, against maybe the one that is the worst off right now. Harlem Bravado still riding with that chip on his shoulder to win this tournament, but you have to think of how that match with Matt Seidel, even through victory, how much that match affected him. I think John Skyler is going to pick Harlem Bravado apart, unfortunately.
And let's see if John Skyler was watching Harlem's match, because as we saw earlier in his first match tonight, he had a hurt leg. Let's see if Skyler can focus his attack on that and end the career of Harlem Bravado tonight.
Yeah, Bravado doesn't seem to be favoring it or limping at all as he makes his way to the ring.
And his opponent, Harlem Globetrotter Bravado.
And Harlem being smart. Normally he hits his traditional pose, but he was keeping his eyes on Skyler because he knows the Southern Savior is here to trample the weak.
And we are underway. This is a first-time meeting between Harlem Bravado and the Southern Savior, John Skyler. Gentlemen, these two have had opportunities, have been scheduled to face one another in the past. Every time they've been scheduled to meet each other one-on-one, something has happened that has prevented that match from taking place.
I mean, hell, Brett, I'll take that one step further. These two men were teamed together in PWX's first ever were teamed up against each other in the first ever PWX War Games match. These two men have a long and storied career against each other, but now for the first time ever here in the X16, we get to see these two go one-on-one.
And you say one-on-one, but it doesn't really look like there's much of a match going on, mainly just a John Skyler beat down to Harlem Bravado. John Skyler came out of the gate hot and has not let up since.
You're right, the fact that these two were on opposing sides in the first War Games. The second War Games, as you very well know, Tommy Thomas, they were tag team partners, as you were one that was on the opposite side of the ring from them.
You know,
what was that like?
Terrifying.
Yeah.
To be totally honest with you, that's in one of those boxes that you put away in your brain and you just never open that box up again.
Oh, I had so many of those, and Harlem Bravado may want to put this day away in one of those boxes because this has more chances to turn out disastrous for Harlem Bravado than it does for him to win.
Oh, God, and could you imagine him losing his career on a countout? That would be it's like the last game that Dan Marino played. It's one of those times where you just don't want to see it end, especially not like that.
And can you imagine if John Skyler could be the one to put someone's career away? I don't think he needs more things to talk about and more things to inflate his ego. He has been on a tear as of recently, beating up pretty much the entire PWX and even the pure roster, really taking PWX by hostage.
Of course, and as like I said earlier, John Skyler would not only pride himself on being the man that retired Harlem Bravado, it would almost become, he'd probably change his name from the top prospect to the Harlem Bravado retirer. That's how arrogant John Skyler is, and that's how much he prides himself out there in that ring. Well, unprides himself, I guess.
I think he would put it on T-shirts that he beat Harlem Bravado and ended someone's career, for sure.
He may even start calling himself the Globetrotter. In more than one instance in the past, the Southern Savior has been accused of taking other people's monikers and living off of somebody else's name.
I mean, he was a bruiserweight for a while there.
He was, but even the bruiserweight Pete Dunne will admit that nickname came from a team with the Southern Savior, John Skyler.
Harlem Bravado trying to mount some offense, and there's one.
Bravado goes over the top to the floor.
That leg seems to be fine now, folks. And Harlem is fired up. The adrenaline is pumping. This man's trying to save his career right now.
Oh. Wow, Harlem Bravado finally in the driver's seat of this match. Skyler not in a place he wants to be.
And he just put Skyler in the passenger seat.
Yep.
This is not a falls count anywhere match.
And if Harlem's not careful, he might lose his career on a double count out.
That would be a pretty lame way to end your career. I don't think he's that dumb. I think he's going to be just fine.
I feel like right now referee Jared Fritz understands the brevity of this situation and is allowing a lot more than he traditionally would, trying to ensure that these fans here at PWX get a rightful winner in this match.
And our camera crew is doing a great job of following these two all around the National Guard Armory here in Gastonia, North Carolina, the home of this year's X16 tournament.
And this, of course, is the semifinals of the X16 tournament. The winner of this match will go on to the finals one step closer, and they will face either Ethan Case or Corey Hollis in the next round in the finals to get this amazing X16 Cup that sits in front of me. It's been right here this whole time. This thing is majestic. It gives off great energy and has led to incredible opportunities for the winners.
You still can't lift it, can you?
I tried with both hands and I couldn't.
Even Slim J had a little difficulty as he was saying his goodbyes to him earlier this week on social media.
It's weird to not see it with Slim J. Can I say that?
That's perfectly acceptable. He's had it for a year now.
Well, I mean, she's had other boyfriends before. Like, Miss X hasn't always been single.
Miss X?
That's Slim's affectionate name for her.
He humanized her. Interesting.
A lot of people do, because this thing makes you beyond human. It makes you into a superstar. Look at Ethan Case. Look at James Drake. Look at Anthony Henry.
Slim J, yeah.
And look at Slim J. And either one of these two men, if they win the X16 here tonight,
25 minutes remaining.
it might not. I think it could be their greatest accomplishment each, respectively. Both these men have done everything, but neither one of them have walked away X16 tournament.
Bravado going for a suplex. Skyler reverses.
And right now, Harlem's in a bad place, and I'm not talking about Compton. He is in the center of the ring being choked out by the Southern Savior right now.
Every minute that passes, Harlem Bravado stamina depletes at an exponential rate. Skyler, once again, is the fresh man. Harlem Bravado has brought it to Skyler, but once again, Skyler just has more left in the tank than Harlem Bravado does.
Absolutely. I said it during the inaugural round. The shorter your match is, the more time you have to rest, the further you will go, and John Skyler's had more rest than each and every other person left.
John Skyler looks to put Bravado to sleep. Imagine Bravado waking up and realizing his career's over, and he's awake.
That's like waking up next to Brett Wolverton. It's just the
There's
worst way to wake
listen,
up.
for the right person, there's nothing wrong with that. We need to find you love, Tommy.
Won't be next to me.
Ooh.
Into the midsection of Bravado goes Skyler.
And right now, I'm starting to, I normally don't have a lot of feelings. I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for Harlem Bravado. You can see it on his face. He's given all that he's got, but will it be enough?
Bravado goes to the middle rope. Blockbuster.
Cover him, Harlem!
Every cover counts for Harlem Bravado. When you see an opportunity, you have to take advantage of it against someone like Skyler. You will not get many opportunities for a cover against John Skyler. He's just too good and has been in this game for too long.
Up to a 7 count.
Harlem up first, John up next.
Big strikes by Bravado, blocking the Southern Savior.
See, I feel like if Harlem had stuck to that strategy of just delivering those big blows, he could win this one. Oh, roll it 1, 2. It's almost so close.
Reverse DDT. Nope. Blocked by Skyler. Sends Bravado into the corner.
Skyler knows he wants none of straight cash, homie.
Beautiful power slam by the Globetrotter. Gonna go up middle rope. Moonsault. 1, 2. He gets a 2 count. Bravado bringing out all the stops here.
Those are the things I love about Harlem Bravado. I mean, when do you ever see, especially a man of his size, a second rope moonsault done with such perfection? If he leaves wrestling, we lose that forever. We lose someone like Harlem Bravado forever. And I know that I'm just not ready for that.
Hey, well, right now, Harlem Bravado seems to have the upper hand, introducing John Skyler's face to that metal part of the ring. Going up to, like you said, a big man going up that high normally does not end well for anybody involved. And let's see if that holds true right now. Looks like Harlem's trying to hook him for some kind of superplex. But Skyler fights out, and Harlem's in a bad spot.
Oh, where you going, buddy?
No, face first into the top turnbuckle. And a slingshot.
Oh, no.
Skyler. 1, 2, and only a 2.
John Skyler has no idea what just happened. You can see it. The hamster on the wheel just died. The wheel's just going by itself. He has no clue what he's going to do next. And that's a scary spot for Harlem Bravado. Because when Skyler doesn't know what he's going to do, he's bound to do something irrational.
But on any other night, that move combination gets the job done. That spear through the ropes has ended pretty much every match that John Skyler has been in. Harlem Bravado is going to work that much harder. This is someone, John Skyler is facing someone that just has that much more to lose. Harlem Bravado will not quit until he literally cannot get up.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more, Dave. Harlem definitely does not want to go back to whatever career he had before he was a professional wrestler. Once you have a taste of this lifestyle and you've excelled on the level Harlem has excelled at, you know you have to keep fighting. But it's like he said, if you can't do it, what's the point?
Harlem is just, he has nothing left. It's just all heart right now.
And I think he just slapped Skyler's heart as hard as he
20
could.
minutes remaining.
We are a third of the way through the time limit of this contest. As Bravado just rocking Skyler.
Super kick! Super kick!
I think one more, it's a party, right?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Jesus.
Falcon Arrow.
1, 2.
Oh! And Harlem, right now is not the time to argue with the ref. Your career is on the line, Harlem. Understand that. Focus on your game plan. Focus on your strategy. You have the top prospect down. Continue to save your
Calm
career.
down, Tommy. You're going to have a fit.
I'm sorry. I don't want to see his career end this way. Continue your fight, Harlem.
Fans, I think that shows you the amount of respect that a guy like Harlem Bravado has in the PWX locker room. To hear somebody like Tommy Thomas, who's been to war, literally, with Harlem Bravado, as we see the rope on the top rope.
That's it. Thank you, Harlem,
1,
for everything.
Guys, I think Skyler may have pulled the legs of Bravado too far forward. He was able to get his shoulder up, and I see the eye of Skyler is busted open.
Oh, this is the best possible thing that could have happened to Harlem Bravado. John Skyler has a cut around his eye. The minute that blood starts matriculating in the eye, he is now a one-eyed man, and a one-eyed man can't see the punch coming from the other side.
As you can tell, it already seemed to have influenced that pin because Harlem Bravado did not kick out of that. John Skyler overcompensated with his weight. Interesting mistake by a veteran.
Oh, you can see it there. That wasn't tiredness. That was disorientation. You lose an eye, all of a sudden your equilibrium is off. Right now, I'm more worried about John Skyler's safety at this rate. The fans clearly aren't,
They don't
though.
care about him at all. Could this be the kiss of death on the Harlem Bravado's career?
In for the DDT. Rear race lock applied by Bravado. Reversal. Through the ropes goes Skyler. Slingshot spear, no, caught!
Oh.
Double underhook. Catches into a cover. 1, 2.
And the strength of Bravado.
Double underhook again. straight cash, no! Back body drop by Skyler. Catches the leg.
Straight cash, homie. Got him. Cover him. 1, 2, 3.
Yes!
There you go, Harlem. There you
The
go.
match and advancing to the finals of the X16 tournament, Harlem Globetrotter Bravado.
Harlem Bravado is one step away from winning the X16 and guaranteeing a championship match. Wow. Harlem Bravado against all odds, guys.
I mean, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't watched it with my own 2 eyes. I feel like the big turning point in this match, I feel like John Skyler could have retired Harlem Bravado if that cut over his right eye had to continue.
A big upset of Fresh Skyler fallen by the Harlem Bravado, the Globetrotter. That was unbelievable. The heart. I'm not sure how much brains Harlem Bravado has left, but I'll tell you what, he's got plenty of heart to carry him into the finals. And Skyler looks a little upset, guys.
Oh, wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
If
yes.
you were John Skyler, you'd be upset that you didn't get to retire the Globetrotter Harlem Bravado. Now in this next match coming up, we will find out who will take on Harlem Bravado in the finals of the X16.